when you were talking about. Well, I was talking about Haunting of Hill House, Haunting of Hill House,
English.
which is good, and I don't want to spoil it, but it's about a family growing up in a haunted house, but then it like keeps jumping back and forth between the childhood and they're all grown up. So like half the show is like the adults, and then also half the show is like we see them as kids. So there's a lot of like revisiting, like things happen.
Just flashback in a flashback.
No, but like things get like recharacterized by the flashbacks. Like we see something happen, and then we see it again from a different perspective. So we learn something new.
Oh,
Like the show builds on it. Like it builds on the flashbacks, and yeah. And another thing I like about the show is it handles like the serious subject matters like very well. Like one of the like the youngest brother is an addict, and he's going in and out of rehab, and like the show isn't cringe about that. Like it's just very realistic, and yeah.
Okay, that sounds like a solid ass show.
Yeah, and it's scary, but like not like so disturbing that like it's scary like maybe 4 or 5 times an episode. Like there's a scare, but it's not that like intense. Like it's like PG-13.
Oh, okay.
Like level of like not like super gory or anything like that.
It's just a good written story that
Right.
also has horror.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen much lately. I've been trying to like catch up on like Marvel TV shows, but they kind of suck.
Were you watching that Moon Knight?
Yeah, Moon Knight was terrible like the first couple episodes, and then it kind of got interesting because the budget got better. But man,
Okay.
the first episode, it was just like it looked like they just filmed it in like one room, and it was just green screen the entire time. But it was like
What is with that? I feel like I was watching The Mandalorian and I felt like The Mandalorian looked cheap. Like it just looked like the camera was cheap, or like
yeah.
I don't know, or I don't know what it was. Just
Hold on, I got the silences.
it's yeah, and this gets loud like anything that if I drop like it gets pretty loud on the microphone. But yeah, the cheapness, I don't get that.
I think it's because they get away with it. But it's like, if we save money on this episode, we all get an extra $10,000. It's like
we get new office chairs.
yeah,
Our budget, we were under budget,
yeah, or some shit like
so we
that.
get to.
But yeah, I think what it actually is, I think, is that they have, how they release like first 3 episodes like all together, and then the other ones come out on like a weekly basis.
Mm-hmm.
I think what it is that they throw that out to then make money off of that, and that will be like the budgeted part.
Right.
And then the other ones will actually have money behind it because they're getting revenue from the show already. So then
Or they
can
get-
start
or they
putting
get-
budget in.
Yes. They're making money off that first release, and also maybe they're getting like greenlit for more money from Daddy Company
Yeah.
because like, oh well, look, the first 3
It's doing
episodes are doing
good.
well. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Also, I started watching Miss Marvel, I think.
Don't know anything about that one. She's Muslim? Is that what part of it?
Yeah, no, she's Pakistani.
Right.
Well,
But she's not.
like,
Okay.
yeah. I don't know if she's a Muslim religion. She doesn't seem to be.
Does it mention that she's like a refugee of the war caused by the United States?
Yeah, or something like that.
It's mentioned?
Well, I don't remember if it's mentioned, but I know that she talks about the war.
Like she's talking about Civil War with Captain America.
Yeah, and all that shit.
Remember when America's Sweetheart beat up that billionaire in Civil War? Anyway. You think... Oh, wait, okay. I am really curious. Like, is that... Like, it's not explicitly mentioned that she's like a refugee.
No,
That's not specifically.
no.
Okay.
But she like does like the opening part of the show talking about a war with like the Avengers or some shit.
Huh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I can't really figure out what it's too much about yet, but I seen the first episode and it was like it was just some basic ass like writing where it was like this girl, she's a teenager, she's rebelling, and she's gonna find this bracelet that gives her powers, and I was like, it sucks. Like the writing.
You've seen it
just,
before.
Yeah, I've seen it before. It's not like anything crazy. And the only part that I really liked about it was there was some good like budget scenes with animation that they had, because there were like these scenes where she would like tell a story,
Okay.
and then everything would like animate.
Huh.
But it was like really well done, and it was like pencil animated, and I was like, I like that.
That's cool.
But other than that, I don't know. It just seemed kind of whack. And then she has like this power in the comics where she like has stretchy abilities, like Mr. Fantastic.
Sure.
But now it's like some weird glowy like mystical thing that it's kind of like stretchy powers, but it's not. It's like
She's like astral projecting.
yeah, imagine like Green Lantern,
Okay.
but instead
okay.
of like a solid.
She's more like Doctor
project-
Strange. She's like
Yeah.
she's like a magic thing.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird now, which
Okay.
I don't know why they changed that. Also, in the comics, she got her powers from like exposure to some chemical from AIM.
Wait, from AIM. Okay.
So AIM was you know MODOK?
Sorta. He's like a big square head guy.
It's his company. I forgot what the initials stand for. But
Oh, yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
basically, she got her powers from exposure to some AIM chemical, and it was all her. Like that was her story. Now it's like she got some bracelet from her like ancestor or something, and now she got her powers from that. And then she had like a weird vision. It's like, why are they changing the entire thing?
That sounds more like Black Panther.
Yeah, it was like a Black Panther scene because she like
Like every indigenous people gets their own superhero.
yeah.
Just for some reason, that just naturally happens.
Yep.
And we're just now finding out about it. Like
Also-
Shang-Chi or whatever.
Yeah.
Same thing. Like
same thing.
like
And the same thing happened with Moon Knight.
it's like his ancestry. Like he's like
Yeah,
it's
they
part
went
of
back
his-
to like Egypt.
Oh.
They went back to like
Yeah,
his-
that guy looks Egyptian.
so
Not
Egypt.
no.
But yeah, I don't know. They're like they talk actually about it in Moon Knight, where they like talk about death and like how it's different to different people. They're like there's different ancestral planes or different things that'll happen to you after death. They're like Thor, he like goes to like Valhalla or some shit.
Right.
And then it's like the people that live in Africa, I guess, go to the ancestral plane. Where he died, he went through like this weird boat travel. I don't know what it was. To like this, it was just this field of like grass and peace. I don't know.
Egypt. You know, Egyptians, they believed, like ancient Egyptians believed that the next life was just a bigger version of this life, that like you would be smaller and it would be the same thing. Like you would live in a house, but you would be, like there would be people in the afterlife that would be much bigger than you. And they'd be like your boss.
Huh.
And those are people that are like, they've been there longer. Like they've been dead longer. And like, basically the afterlife is just a repeat of this life, except shittier. Like that's what the ancient
Yeah.
Egyptian. That's why the pharaohs wanted to keep everything on death, and bring everything to the afterlife, so they would be rich in the next life.
Oh, that makes sense. But
So
that must have sucked, like being a slave. It's like, damn, my life sucks, and it's gonna get worse when I die, which is gonna suck too.
right.
This is like, I don't think those people were happy at all. I think they were just super depressed the entire time.
No, you're right. That's what I got out of the Northmen, which was I can't relate to these people. I don't understand these people at all.
They
Anyone
went
that
through
lived
so much.
like anyone living in ancient Egypt, I don't understand that person. What they're motivated by,
Yeah.
why.
No, their life is way too different.
They're also probably like bisexual as hell. They're like sucking and fucking on everybody, and
Yeah.
They didn't even talk about that kind of stuff. Like,
no, the Romans
like,
just was like, you're my cadet, now you're my fucking
my
whore.
bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so true, though.
Now you're my booty call.
That's just what the Roman army was.
Imagine what like a booty call was in the Roman Empire. What was it like? You were just.
It was
chilling in your
just
shack and then, like,
assault. Like, it was just assault. This is what it was.
A pigeon flies into.
Yeah. I wonder what a booty call would be. It'd be like, I mean, it would just be like a knock at midnight. It'd be like late at night, and you just go to their little door. You go to their little shack, or whatever that they live in.
Damn.
Or slip a note. Maybe you slip a note in earlier, and say.
I'm trying to like remember what life was like before your phone and social media. Because now I'm thinking about it. People used to just do shit and not worry too much about like what other people saw,
Right.
Because it was just like whatever. Who cares if this guy sees? He's not gonna remember in 10 minutes.
Right.
But now it's like this guy sees and he has a phone.
Uh-huh.
Everybody's gonna see.
Uh-huh.
So it's like I noticed that
Yes.
people stopped acting themselves and just doing their regular life things because of like their phone.
For sure.
And it's like
Even just like the threat of someone filming you.
yeah.
Like, that is constant.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
And I think it's like now it's subconscious thought that people just don't realize that they have.
yeah, it's a reflex. People just start filming. When they
Mhm.
see crazy shit happening,
Mm-hmm.
they just start filming. Yeah.
Damn, so I'm trying to remember, like, or not remember, but I'm trying to like think. Like remember, I'm like going back to my ancestors.
Well, I can safely say, like, probably, well, social media probably, like, really kick-started around when you were born.
Mhm.
Like, it didn't completely dominate us until, sometime after that, but, like, I remember I was about 14 when I was aware of Facebook, and I was aware of, like, okay, you could be, because before social media, the internet was just, like, it was basically Reddit, like, you use, like, talk forums. Like, you go to message boards, talk to people, private message, but there was no, like, centralized social media yet.
Yeah, okay.
And then it became, like, Facebook, like, you just had to have a Facebook. Like, in order to exist, like, you
Damn.
just had to have a Facebook.
Damn. Yeah, because
Yeah.
that was the only social media.
Right.
For me, it was kind of the same thing because I was in Argentina like the whole time growing up, and we didn't really have much like technology like in the town that I lived in yet. But then around when I was like 15, people started getting phones and shit, and that's when they like started catching on to all the other social medias. Like over there was like kind of overnight, because it's like I don't remember what year it was, but I think it was like when I was like 12 or 13, where I was like we just started getting regular phones, and then that's when everybody was like, all right. TikTok or whatever.
I think the Philippines is currently like the most social media'd out country. They spend like the most time on social media. They produce a lot.
Damn, really?
Yeah, and like, but I feel like it's a similar situation where it was like not maybe like they just got access to that a few years after like it exploded here. But yeah, like everyone around the world is just like, all right, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
I guess this is the new thing. This is what we do.
Everybody just accepted it.
But that's just kind of how, like, everyone follows in the American footsteps. Everyone, that's what we want. America is trying to make everyone else like America.
That is true.
And
it is, that is true. And that is kind of scary now that I think about it. Because, like, we didn't invent social media, but kind of. I mean, actually.
I mean, Silicon Valley, San Francisco.
Yeah.
That's currently that's
Like
a lot of
central.
wealth. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty central to it.
And that's in America. And then we spread everything through that.
Right.
It's like American propaganda just all over the place.
Well, I wanted to say earlier, because you mentioned, like, well, what was it like before that? And how did people act?
Probably just like not giving a fuck. They would just do whatever they were doing and not care.
Right.
Less anxious, less fucking threatened.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Um, yeah, I mean, like, we have it, like, I guess what we're talking about is cancel culture.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's kind of what the filming is.
Yeah. Well, not even cancel culture, just anything that would be like embarrassing.
Well, I would call it, like, also surveillance.
Mm-hmm.
Like, instead of the police spying on me, now just everyone spies on me.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that better?
No. It kind of sucks. Kinda
Yeah.
weird. I feel like life. Have you ever been to like a gas station at like 2 a.m.?
Sure.
You see how like there's like a bunch of just crackheads and they just like all talk to each other even though they just like met 10 seconds ago, and they just
Yeah, and
do
they're not listening to each other, but they're just talking.
Yeah, I think that's what like life was, where people were just like around each other and they're just like whatever, I guess, and I think that's what it was. But now it's like I'm not sure what people are scared of, but there's something that's like stopping people from interacting more. I'm not sure.
I
what
agree.
it is.
Social media, I think social media is part of that.
Definitely.
Because it's like it's kind of like eating sugar. It's like, it like feels like you're eating real food because it's filling you up, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's like diet real life.
That's true. Yeah. I feel like a lot of people, that's where they get most of their daily information from. And that's where they get like their. So like how you sum your life up would be like, all right, have a cat, have a house, have this job, this is my life, right? Now like my little sister, for example, she doesn't have any of those things. She just has her phone. So she's on her phone. She's like, I have these friends on my phone. I have these people I text. I have this is not on my phone or whatever. This is my life. It's like that's not your life. That's just your phone. I think that's what like there's like a I don't know how to explain it. I'm trying to figure out what I want to say. Because I feel like there's like a misguided belief where whatever's on your phone is actually like relevant to your life just because dot.
The internet, the thought that anything on the internet is relevant to your life is wrong.
Exactly.
It's just incorrect.
Unless you like physically make it relevant to your life.
Yeah, you can make it like emotionally important to you.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of dumb shit like that happens where people just make shit relevant. Like, for example, the Will Smith thing where he slapped Chris Rock. And I was like, isn't there a bunch of people dying in fucking Ukraine right now? And we're just like,
But he defended his woman.
Yeah, he
was defending his
whole
woman.
Schools getting blown up. With kids just dying. And it's like, let's just forget about.
Oh, we forgot about Ukraine.
Yeah, nobody even talks about it anymore. It's just
it's gone. It's gone.
It's like,
no, people don't, and you're not going to get people to care again. Like that's how it works now.
Yeah.
People have 5-second memories.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, I mean, it also used to be like this also has to do with like 24-hour news, which is basically also what social media has become. Like you said, like people get all their information from there. So you can just be constantly updated throughout the day of anything that's happening, and it's just pushing that information out of your brain. Like if you're putting like you're learning a new thing, it's just pushing the third thing that you learned recently. Like you're not actually gaining anything.
Yeah,
you're
that's
mostly
another
just
thing.
forgetting shit.
Yeah, I do forget shit a lot. That's why I've been trying to like step down from my phone recently because I feel like I intake information there and then I put it into something where it's like I validate this information, but now it's like I realize a lot of it, like even just news, not even news, just like text messages or something, like anything random that you do with your phone. I feel like it's not bad to validate with your phone, but too much would be bad. Like if you're not living a fulfilling life enough to where it's just you only validate your phone,
Right.
I feel like that's bad.
Right.
But
if it's taking, right. Because I mean, people have met people and formed relationships over the phone.
Yeah.
Like, they've done it on the internet since the beginning.
Yeah.
There's.
I met people like that too.
Yeah, and you know what? I take it back about the sugar and the diet analogy because like there is some like actual sustenance to you can get it from wholesome interactions on the internet, which I find only happens in the DMs. I don't like that's the only time anything real happens.
Yeah, in the like when you're texting somebody.
Yeah.
But everything else
slipping in. Sliding in. Oh, that's such a good word. So sexual. Sliding into the DMs.
Yeah. No, there is something you can get out of it. But I feel like that's where that mistake happens. I think that's where you got it right there. That's where the mistake happens. People find that they can get something real, and then they think that everything else is, and then they accept that. It's like, that's not, that news is probably bullshit. The video that you're watching about fucking whoever, I don't know, Trump or Biden has probably been like edited and probably taken out of context.
I had a friend whose dad, he's like super into conspiracies, which I'm with him in general, but like his like the things he gets into is just so he's insane. So easily fooled. Like he like there was like a wildfire that spread through this like California town. And it like destroyed the town in like 72 seconds. This happened like 5 years ago.
Damn, it was just like dry as shit.
It was dry as shit. It was like it was like the Queen's Miz. Anyway, I don't know what that means. Her midge. Her midget.
Her like personal midget.
Her little midget. Right dry. He's so dry. But anyway, like. Yeah, like my friend's dad, he saw some video of like people like with like flamethrowers. There's like the video of like the town catching on fire, but like someone had put like, you know, CGI or like some kind of FX, like people with flamethrowers like pretending like they're the ones causing the fire.
Oh, and
it's like
he believed it.
Yeah, it's like why would there be footage of that if no one like how would you get that footage? That's what I always want to ask. But anyway, I'm with him in general. I don't know why I brought it up, but he's so easily fooled. Like he just like accepts like almost anything he sees on the internet.
Yeah, my stepmom is like that. She has Facebook, and whatever news, it'll be like something about.
And it's being posted on a page that she liked like 2 years ago, and the page is called like Slayer Pussy 119 or something
shit like that.
And it's like for social justice. That's what every post says.
They'll post like the most outrageous shit, and my stepmom will be like, "Yep, 100% true," and then share it everywhere, and be like, "Look, Manu, look at this news."
Oh, I saw some story of a guy like divorced his wife because he like announced the death of his sister on Facebook, and then his wife commented on the announcement saying, "Hey, check out my charity and donate today." And she left an advertisement in the comment section of her husband announcing the death of his sister.
What the fuck?
And he like divorced her over that.
Oh my god. I mean, I don't know if I would probably actually. I don't know how I would handle that.
That's insane.
I would just be like,
what the fuck? I would just delete the comment first of all.
Yeah, I would delete the comment and be like, we need to talk about this. Like, I'm divorcing you, but something's wrong with you. Like, this is not okay.
Imagine getting married. Oh man. Whew. Sounds cool, guys.
Yep, sounds.
Marrying a woman, gay. So gay.
Such a faggot
Holding
thing
hands,
to do.
yes. Hold hands with a woman and say you love her.
You gotta stay with the bros in the gyms. It's totally not gay.
Yeah. I love standing at the gym for 4 hours.
Just stand there.
I lift a total of 10 weights.
And sometimes just take your shirt off and just throw it on the floor. Just keep standing.
Yeah. And just always look at the girls that are on like the ellipticals and the treadmills, but I never go over there and talk to them. I just kind of look at them.
And then be like, you're doing it wrong.
Horrible form. Terrible. I'm like criticizing every woman. She's like just doing to do like curls.
You're so fat.
Just like I'm negging every single woman in the weight shop. Oh, this sounds great. Women love that.
Yeah, 100%. And then apologize right after. You mad at me? I'm
Sorry.
sorry.
My counselor says I should apologize more.
Oh, dude, it is, I did definitely notice some, like, women behavior, and I categorized it as that. I don't want to get canceled. But here's the thing I found out. Women sometimes get really sensitive for no reason. And also, they get really argumentative when they're mad at you, and they just start denying everything.
Dude, those are exactly how men behave. Are you kidding me?
Well,
That's I see that in men all the time.
all right, so then let's just categorize it as
Being a bitch.
yeah.
Quit being bitches. White women.
White women. Well, because this is how the situation was. I'm used to just shit talking this person because they shit talk me all the time. Like, they literally, like, outright insult the fuck out of me, like, violently. And then it's all like, okay, because it's like, whatever. I don't care too much, and I know that they don't mean it like that.
Uh-huh.
So it's like, whatever. But I was just, I remember what I said, but I was like, they got home, and they were like, oh, everything hurts because I got bad knees, my back hurts, and I got a blister on my ankle or some shit. And I'm like, God damn, bro, just die at that point. Just fucking just die. Like, you're dying already. And then they were like, oh, that's a bit much. And I'm like, what? Like, they got offended. I'm like, dude, what do you mean? You literally call me like a fucking idiot retard like 74 times a day. I'm like, how is this offensive? But it was whatever. It's like
Some people dish it, but they can't take it.
yeah, it's true. Also, I don't know how to handle, like, I think I need to just start debating people. Like, as soon as
Don't be a debate, bro. Don't be.
I don't want
I
to.
will destroy you with logic.
I don't want to.
Fallacy. Exco practicum. Wingardium
validated.
Wingardium Leviosa. I find like you gotta like pick your time to do that. Like, I'm not saying
you
don't
can't
do
just
it.
randomly
Like,
do it.
yeah, like sometimes you gotta play dumb because like if someone's gonna treat you like you're stupid, then I mean, sometimes it's not you gotta have to take it, but sometimes you just gotta be like, oh yeah, I'm stupid. I'm the stupid one. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Just be sarcastic.
Yeah, they won't catch on to that because they're stupid. Like
They're actually stupid.
Yeah. Like, I find a lot of people who focus on that, like on stupidity of other people, like they're the stupid ones. Like, they're compensating for something.
Okay.
And you just gotta humor them and just be like, huh.
Yeah, that's kind of what
Okay. Interesting.
That's kind of what I've been doing.
Yeah, you just and then.
But I haven't been sarcastic with that. I think I've just been like serious about it. I was like, oh, all right.
That's fine too. Yeah, like sometimes it's just not worth the battle. Like.
Yeah, most of the time I don't care enough. But now it's kind of like getting annoying, where it's like they're kind of doing it often, and it's like, okay, bro, just shut up. Like,
I do think you should practice. I mean, everyone should practice speaking their mind. Like, if someone offends you or just says something you disagree with, like, that's fine if you speak up. You should do that. Not fine. It's good. It's a good, healthy thing.
Yeah.
I spent so long just not trying to offend people.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm doing wrong. It's like,
I think they respect you more when you stand up for yourself, you show your differences, and you separate yourself as like, this is me. Here's my boundaries.
Yeah.
Yada yada. And I don't know. I'd rather have like real differences than like fake
ones.
Yeah, fake similarities.
Okay. Yeah, I think I need to be better at that, like setting boundaries for myself and things like that. But it takes time just to figure out like what I'm okay with.
Or just maybe, like, stop hanging out with white women. I don't know.
I think I should do that too. I was thinking about that too. I was like, I'm way too insecure for this. It's like, yeah, I need to go somewhere where I'm more relaxed. Sure.
It is 4:20. It's almost 4. It actually is almost 4:20.
It's 100% 420 right now.
Yep.
Definitely. You guys.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm Zach.
Mhm.
We're like 30 minutes in.
Yeah. I could be either Manny, Mango, or Money. Just whatever you pick. I don't
I
care.
think I normally call you Manny.
Mm-hmm.
And Manny is wearing a full pirate costume.
Yep.
He has a very sharp real sword. He's been threatening me with it, but
Yeah.
we've been powering through, and it is exactly 4:20 right now. So all of that was true.
100%. You gotta believe it.
Yeah. So damn, where we came from? Like we were talking about like ancient Egypt.
I don't even remember.
Yeah,
I went through it a lot.
we did go through a lot.
Very, very compact. Where I come from.
Where I come from.
Kill ourselves with helicopters.
Oh yeah, I guess I could bring up like you can literally go on YouTube and watch the helicopter accident from the Twilight Zone movie filming.
Really?
I've seen it, and it's like you don't technically see anyone die, but you do see like
The whole helicopter like explode or some shit.
no, you see the helicopter land on them
Oh, damn.
in like water. So I think they like basically got like chopped up in the water, and
Ugh.
yeah. What happened? So okay, this is the Twilight Zone movie, and what happened was God, what the fuck? I forget the name of the director. I think it's
Sam.
Jonathan Landis, who did a bunch of shit. Jonathan Landis did a bunch of famous movies,
Damn.
and he continued to do them afterwards, after killing these people. But like the helicopter was too low, and then they were letting off explosions, and one of the explosions hit the back propeller. The back, so like sparks and shit were flying up from the ground and hit the back propeller, causing the
Helicopter to like tilt forward.
yeah, like it tilted or went to its side. I think it rolled, and then like that's like the blades were basically what hit the. It was two kids, and it was an old actor. It was like he was like a famous. He was like 60. He was like 60 years old, and he was like a famous actor.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah, and you can literally watch that on YouTube.
Fuck,
Anyway,
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna just look it up and have it on standby.
yeah, I think you could I think you can get the actual audio too of like.
What's it
Of
called?
like on set, the Twilight Zone, and I mean you can just type in like a helicopter or accident or something. Yeah, shit. We were talking about helicopters.
Yeah, we talk about helicopters a lot.
Yeah.
For no reason.
Yeah. No, I'm against helicopters. I will never get in
Our
one.
religion is against helicopters.
Yeah. Anti-helicopterians.
Vic Morrow?
Yes.
Is that the,
yes.
Is that the dude?
That's and he's like carrying two
Yeah,
kids.
he's carrying the. But I thought the kids were fake.
No, they're real kids. And then right here. Oh God, no!
What? Is this where the helicopter comes out of nowhere?
It's soon. It's really soon.
Dude, that's like traumatizing for the kids.
And it just falls on them.
Yeah, it was definitely.
It was like
it was not the main propeller. It looked like the side one, and it looked like the tail just like smacked them. And the side one is still like a fucking ceiling fan, like super sharp and coming right at you.
Oh yeah, I mean yeah.
So why were those real kids and why?
But as you've pointed out, I don't know why. And they were filming at like 2 a.m. The kids cannot work past a certain time. That's you can't do child labor past 10 p.m. or some shit. Like so, it was illegal in like so many different ways, and I don't think they told the parents all of the risks.
Yeah.
And so they sued them.
Yeah, but regardless, those explosions were way too close anyway. Like, they were like...
And that guy's like 60 years old. There's no reason he should be doing this real stunt. Like, it's...
No, they literally blew
sick.
up crap, like, right behind him. Like, 10 feet right behind him. Blowing shit up. Like, if a single shard flies in that direction, that could hit one of the kids and fucking die. Oh, no, it was on the side. Oh.
It was like, yeah.
That was a different angle, and that looked way worse. Damn.
It's fucked up.
That is super fucked up. And
So,
you can see one of the guys, like, run in the water, and then he just immediately runs away.
yeah, he knows what happened. Yeah.
Yeah, he, like, got close and then just turned right back around. He didn't even fucking, like, check. He was like, no,
not my job.
Yeah. No, but, like, I think they died in an explosion, too, because there was, like, they were running, and then from one angle, you can see, like, a bomb goes off, like, right here. Bam! And they were standing right there. So, that must have fucked them up, too, because it's, like, you don't have to be right next to a bomb for it to hurt. Yep, you can be, like...
Yeah, but I doubt it was, like... shrapnel. I doubt it was, like, projecting much out.
Yeah, definitely the helicopter did most of the job, but that probably, like, knocked them out, and then they fucking got smushed.
Or, like, anyway, yeah, they sued him, they went to court, they lost or something, or they settled out of court. I think they settled.
How did they lose? Or settle. Why did they settle? They should have just kept going.
Oh, because, I mean, I'm sure, because, like, you can just keep it, like, if the other person has tons of money,
they can just keep going forever.
Yeah, like, they appeal the decision, and blah, 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 blah. Or they can pay for the best fucking lawyers that just bullshit everything. They're like, the temperature that day was 68 degrees. I want you to remember that, 68 degrees. If it had been 69, it might have been the fault of the director, but it was 68 degrees in that day. And they just say bullshit.
Yeah, fuck them.
That's like the majority of, like, court, like...
Yeah, it's just lawyers bullshitting each other.
And judges just, like, deciding things on their own. Like, there's no, like... you can't... There's no point... No one follows the law, like, to the letter. Like, that's not how it works.
Yeah, it's kind of, like, loosely interpreted.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's always interpreted. You ever hear about Amanda Knox? She was an American that went to Italy. Those Italians. I'm kidding.
Fucking pasta.
Those pastafarians. She was, like, accused of murder. She definitely did it. I think so. But there wasn't a lot of evidence, like, that showed that she was a murderer or whatever. But she got held up in Italian prison because Italian courts are, like, brutal. Damn. Like there's no lawyers. Like, you just, like, go to the judge, and the judge like decides something. They're like, you're an American, you did it, go to jail.
Damn, just like that?
Yeah. And they just, like, kept her in jail for, like, 2 or 3 years or something before, like, someone in America somehow got her out. And I think she came back to the States, and she's free now. Wow. She definitely did this. She definitely murdered that person.
What were the details of the murder?
Well, the murder took place in, like, a remote kind of place, like, in, like, a house that she was staying in on vacation, and the house was, like, miles away from town. It was just, like, nice house outside of town. So there's no reason that anyone else would be nearby, and it was, like, the woman that she was either rooming with or, like, was vacationing with. It was, like, her friend or her roommate or whatever. And there's just literally no other suspects. Like, that's the reason I think she did it. It's like, there's just no one else could be accused of the crime. There was no other suspects identified or found or evidence that there was a third person there.
Yeah, it was just a little bit of evidence, and it was just her, so...
Yeah, but the police also, like, messed it up. Like, apparently there was, like, possible DNA evidence in the toilet. Like, someone had gone to the bathroom and just not flushed it, and the police just flushed it. But like, the Italian police, they'll just, like, plant shit on you. They'll just put the murder weapon on you and be like, oh, you did it. And then they'll just, like, beat you until you, like, say that you did it. Like,
what the fuck?
Like, that's what they do. Like,
oh my god, Italian police sucks.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
They do.
They're just bully people into fucking prison.
Yeah, they basically, and they got a confession out of her, but she says it was not real. She said it was under duress, which I'm sure it was. I'm sure they were pressuring her to confess.
Damn.
But that's how the police do it anyway.
Yeah.
That's how they do it pretty much everywhere.
Yeah, they do that shit here too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, 100%. Just probably only in the like shitty neighborhoods.
Yeah, yeah, and over like 2.2 grams of cocaine or something like something not
you
significant.
murdered
Like
Johnny because you knew David and you were buying drugs.
you lived in the same apartment complex as the guy I don't like.
You murdered him.
I accidentally murdered the wrong guy because I was looking for you. So you murdered that guy too. Oh, we're throwing the book at you, man, mister. You better shape up or ship out.
Deported.
Deported. Like, I'm from Kansas City. Born and raised here.
Just send you to North Korea for no reason. Why is your cat looking at me so devilishly? She's just like staring at me.
Are they like are eyes
They're
open
like
or
halfway open?
Oh, that means that's a good sign. That's good.
And then she just has her nose just pointing at me.
She's also touching me. She's
Yeah.
purposely. She's leaning on me.
Right.
She's a nervous wreck.
Why?
She's a mess. I don't know. I told her she was in the shelter for a year for 480 days.
Damn.
So she
Now
had
it's over.
yeah. And she didn't have her own cage. She was with another cat in a
that
small ass
sucks.
cage. 480 days. So that's probably scrambled her brains.
Yeah.
She probably has PTSD.
Yeah.
And she doesn't like other cats.
Yeah.
At all.
Now she's definitely not gonna like other cats.
Yeah. She was skin and bones too when I got her. She was so skinny.
Oh,
You could like I could almost get around her.
damn.
Like
Poor thing.
it was insane. Yep.
Well, I guess she's okay now. Or at least physically okay.
Yeah. I think it's cool. She's like one of the chillest cats, honestly. Like she
Yeah.
has that like she gets nervous and shit, but like most cats are like I feel like way more
Yeah.
like they just would hide.
My niece has this one cat. He just zero fucks, does not care at all. You could literally hold him like that, and he's just gonna be like he just doesn't care. Like he won't move. Like he won't do
Nothing
anything.
bad has ever happened to this cat.
No,
He's lived the best life.
Yeah, no, he's super fat. He's a dude. He has the biggest balls on the planet. They didn't spade him. He's just walking around with big ass balls.
Nice.
And
Fat nuts.
Yeah, and then he just does whatever he wants. Like he will and you can do whatever you want. He has no boundaries either. He just doesn't care. You like sit him on the TV and he'll just sit on the TV. Like, he'll just do whatever.
That's great.
He doesn't care. He's a super chill cat.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's called Pinkie Pie.
Pinkie Pie.
That's his name.
Ooh, that's gross.
It's from
Pinky in the brain.
It's from what's that freaking unicorn show for little girls?
My Little Pony?
Yeah, My Little Pony.
I watch it every day, so I know about it.
What's your favorite show?
Yeah, I've been marathoning it for 5 years now.
There's like 700 seasons.
Yeah, I just repeat it. Go back to season 1. Love the story.
Dude, it's crazy
The
how there's
writing.
people that just they found a way to milk money out of children.
That's like all advertising. All advertising is like almost 100% directed at children.
Damn. Is that why they made Morbius like PG-13 for literally no reason? The whole like movie was made
You can't show
to
blood.
have blood like scenes because he's a vampire. They were
Uh-huh.
like gory scenes, and then they like redid it, and then decided to take all the gore out, and then they just would darken the scene, like you know when it's dark as fuck in the scene, you can't see shit. There's like one of those action scenes where you just can't see
Oh,
anything.
I love that.
I fucking hate those scenes, but it was just
I
that
love
spammed,
it.
and then they turned like the blood into like weird smoky crap. I don't know. They just ruined the movie.
Oh.
Like it was supposed to be a gore movie, and then they took out the gore, and now it just looks retarded.
I don't know. Marvel is just not known for taking chances. I feel like they always play it safe.
Yeah.
They try not to be offensive.
I feel like the only one that they kind of let it slide with was Iron Man.
Like the first one,
First, I think the second one.
the second one, when he's like, I want to fuck Scarlett Johansson. She look at her curvaceous bod. Look, I wanna fuck. That was a direct quote from the movie. That's what Iron Man said. Iron Man, I wanna fuck. I want to fuck.
No, just I want fuck.
I want fuck.
And he just like he has the Donald Trump device. The Donald Trump device is his thing. Just press it. Asian lady pops out and sucks your dick.
You think Donald Trump's into Asian ladies? Probably.
He
But
probably.
I think he's into the weird, like, white ladies that have a lot of plastic surgery.
I think we're
like,
thinking about it wrong. Because think about it. That's what we would do. We had all that money.
We had a bit of a holographic Asian lady.
No, we would just like we would try out different like ladies and shit.
Uh-huh.
But man, remember, this guy's been fucking this rich his whole life. Like that must be boring as fuck to him now. So it's like
Yeah, you're right.
So what the fuck must he be ordering? He was probably ordering like
Midgets.
whatever, the craziest shit, something.
And like medieval armor. Maybe he's into baby stuff. Maybe Donald Trump is wearing a diaper underneath his suit all the time. He's like secretly into baby stuff.
That's why he was friends with Jeff Epstein. You gotta need babies. You gotta need babies, Jeff.
Damn, even Epstein would be like, whoa. Jesus Christ.
Or he was either like that, or he was like, I have everything, and then he just like, opens
Probably.
the cabinet and there's babies.
Just like a drawer. He just opens a drawer, there's incubators like full with babies in them.
And it's like, who takes care of these babies? Like, your Asian woman pulls out the canister and they press a button, and then they're his caregivers.
Oh my gosh. Or they're just like frozen when they're not.
They're frozen in time.
Yeah.
The Asian baby's like 89 years old.
No, that's Ghislaine Maxwell. You're thinking of Ghislaine Maxwell. That was the Epstein's partner.
All right. What the fuck was she getting out of that?
She kind of took part in it.
Yeah, I know she did, but like, I can't
but,
see what her motivation was.
Well, her dad worked for Israeli intelligence, and people think Epstein was like connected to intelligence, connected to the CIA, yada yada. So she probably had connections. Like she probably was very useful to him, and I don't know. She got paid well to do something she was good at. I don't know, but she also seemed obsessed with Epstein. Like she was like sort of girlfriend with him sometimes, in a weird way.
Yeah, that's a crazy ass person.
Yeah,
So she has like.
Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yeah, she probably just didn't give a fuck about the women if she had like, if she was exposed to that side of the world where it's like war and shit. Probably kind of stopped giving a fuck about people's feelings.
Well, she grew up super fucking rich.
Also.
So she's a piece of shit. That's probably why she's a piece of shit. Also, her dad was a piece of shit. And I'm not usually one for, like, genetics. I don't really care about that. But, like, the person that raises you does have a big influence on you. It's not because of genetics, but because of them raising you.
Yeah.
So if your dad was like a crazy corrupt CIA guy, and you seem involved, yeah, you're probably involved in that too. Yeah, and you probably have babies in drawers.
He's like, I keep the business going.
Yeah, the babies make more babies.
Yep.
It's a perfect crime.
When he bought this baby, alright, I'm going into the tube.
Just shoots the baby out into the ocean. Just that's horrible. Yeah, Donald Trump. I don't think Donald Trump's into Asian women. I feel like he's exclusively into women that have been like their skin has been stretched back by plastic surgery.
Damn.
Like that. Like I think he's into those women, and they have like the biggest, like fakest tits. Like that's what he's into.
Because of his wife?
Yes.
I don't think he even cares about his wife anymore.
No, absolutely not.
He's just like, whatever.
I think she's had sex with him 3 times. Like, or however many. She's had 1 kid with him?
I don't remember. I think it's 2 or 3.
2 or 3 kids? I don't know about that. I think she's had 1 kid. Barren.
I thought they had like a son and daughter.
She's not barren, but she had barren.
Barren?
Because barren meaning like you can't have kids.
Oh. Trump. Let's see. Oh my god, there's so much bullshit news behind it. Children. There's Ivanka.
That's from another marriage. That's from Ivana Trump.
Oh.
Ivana gave birth to Ivanka, Eric, and Don Jr.
Mm.
Those 3 are her.
Oh, well, they still then also have 2 kids, Barron and Tiffany.
Oh, Tiffany? Is Tiffany from,
Let's see.
who's her mother?
Tiffany Trump. Oh, she's fucking hot. No, never mind. That's just a good angle.
I would do Ivanka Trump. I would, yes? I don't think she's hot. She's not hot.
Her mom is Marla Maples.
Marla May. Oh my god! So that's like a 3rd marriage. That's a 3rd marriage.
Let's see who the fuck Marla Maples is.
The hottest woman you've ever seen.
She was hot when she was young.
Wait, let me see the young picture. Let me see. Oh wow! Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah, she was hot when she was young.
She's. Oh.
She was
Okay.
Yeah.
See, but you see what I'm talking about? He has the type of just like white lady plastic surgery.
Yeah, white lady plus plastic surgery.
Yeah, that's it. I can't imagine him like
Anything else?
Yeah.
Let's see all this. Ivanka.
I think he gets escorts and they just like bring him McDonald's.
Oh, did you see Joe Biden fall from his bike?
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
And it's like, for me, it's like, I see it and I'm like, oh, that sucks, and I just keep scrolling. Like, that's how I would think about it. But I see everybody else just make a big ass fucking deal about it. He's like, Joe Biden's dying. Look what you guys did. And it's like, bro, he just fell on his bike. Like, shit happens when you go outside. Like, I don't know.
But isn't that just like a metaphor for Joe Biden? Just like that's who he is.
Yeah,
he falls off his bike.
Yeah, he's clumsy. He's whatever.
Yeah.
Like, okay, maybe now he's like 81 and he might die to that, but it's like, it's a regular thing that happen. Like, I fall all the time. So it's like, I don't know why they're making it seem like now he's like...
I noticed like not many people helped him up. Like most people just kind of like kept
like
watching him.
Yeah, it was like the Secret Service like came running from like 40 yards away.
Bam, 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 bam. They just like start
shoot all the kids that were on
They shoot the bicycle.
No. They're all white and there's just like one black guy like over there. And they start shooting the black guy for no reason.
He's the mastermind. He made it happen.
Have you seen that clip? I don't remember what it was from.
Real life?
No, but it was like, it was...
You mean when real life? When that happens in real life?
No, there was this one clip or like some animation where it was Barack Obama being the president, and he was like walking through the White House, and the Secret Service kept shooting at him, and it was just like he was just okay with it. But like for some reason he wouldn't die. But he would just get shot like 7 times, and he was like, "Oh damn!" He's like, and he would just keep walking. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. President." He's like, "It's okay." Turns the corner, and like more people shoot at him because he's black. I was like, "This is the funniest shit ever."
It'd be even funnier, I think, if like the Secret Service were like, "Mr. President, watch out!" and then they shot the president.
Yeah, that's what it was
like they see that it's him, but then they're also like, it's a black guy.
Yeah, exactly.
So they don't realize it's 2 different people.
No, that's how it was. Yeah, that's literally the clip.
That makes me think of like some conservative joke that was like, what the fuck was it? It was like a Muslim, a Christian, and the president walked into a bar, and I fucked it up. I fucking fucked it up. It was like a Muslim, a Kenyan, and like the president walked into a bar, and the bartender's like, "Hey, Barack." And it's just all one guy. That's just one guy.
One guy.
He was a Kenyan Muslim president. In a video game.
That's funny as fuck. Just one guy.
Yeah, you could do that with anything. You'd be like, a piece of shit, a huge turd, and Manny walk into the bar, and the bartender's like, "Hey, Manny." Yeah.
That's
You
funny.
try.
I don't. I can't think of anything.
Jeff Bezos, the guy I'm gonna kill next, and the owner of Amazon walk into the bar, and the bartender's like, "What's up, Jeff Bezos?"
Serves him the Chinese lady cup.
Jeff Bezos. Oh my gosh. He got half his money taken by his wife. That's so funny.
Dude.
That's so funny.
That is
Why?
fucking horrible.
Do you know who she left him for?
Well, who?
The teacher of their kids.
Oh my.
The elementary school teacher.
Does she want him to like murder all of them?
The teacher?
Yeah, like that's what she's plotting or something. Cause he has a lot of money.
Uh-huh. That guy, see, the teacher, he lucked into a bunch of shit.
Yeah,
Like,
he got really lucky, but also
Yeah.
unlucky because there's big possibility of being murdered by
Uh,
Jeff
Nah, I don't think Jeff could get away with that. He
Maybe
gets away
no,
with
but
like
he
one
has,
homeless
like-
person a month.
Bezos.
But he can't kill like someone he knows.
Well, he has a lot of money. He could just.
I don't think
He
he
could
could
fix things.
Mackenzie? You think he's gonna kill Mackenzie? Or does he want Mackenzie back?
I don't know, but she's been fucking up that relationship.
But don't you think?
I
But
don't
he
think
did
he's
it
too
to
happy
himself.
about it. You know what? You know what I think?
What?
I think they're all already dead, and they
They would switch with clones.
Yeah, they were switched with clones.
So it's
And
just
he doesn't
him.
care about them now.
He's just moving his money around.
Yeah.
That's how he keeps $60 billion over there with his fake clone family.
Yep.
Makes
that's what I
sense.
think would happen. He already murdered all of them.
Okay.
We just don't know about it.
No, but she's like giving shit away to charity though, so like I don't think he'd be doing that. I don't think he'd be. She's trying to. I don't know. But I don't know. Has she given things to charity? She's like said she will. That's what all those. That's what those
I just
assholes
don't
do.
understand that like mentality of like marrying someone for money and then divorcing them later and then.
Oh, but then you get half their money.
Yeah, but it's like you get half their money, but then it's like you get half their you get problems too.
Ooh.
Like that's the shit you gotta worry about.
You mean them killing you? Is that like, yeah, women have to worry about men killing them like all the time.
Regardless?
Yes. I don't think it's a marriage thing, but yes, men do kill their wives a lot. It's just in Pakistan we call it honor killings, but here we just say domestic dispute or something. But it's the same fucking thing.
Yeah. Wife murder.
Wife murder! You know the leading cause of death for a pregnant woman?
Wife murder.
Wife murder.
I think she wants to go out. She's just staring at the door.
You outside? You gonna throw up? You gonna speak? Nah. Nope, she doesn't want to be on the podcast.
No.
Yeah,
Silence.
there's some like Donald Glover thing about like women don't have crazy ex-boyfriend stories because those women are dead.
The women all died.
Like you have a crazy ex-girlfriend, she like fucks up your car, but you have a crazy ex-boyfriend, he murders you.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
That fucking does happen.
Yeah.
That is crazy how that shit turns out.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you get murdered by the women
Fuck
too.
up.
I'm not as often.
The ratio's pretty. Women also do it differently.
Yeah. But how do you think that, like, affects people individually? Like,
What do you mean?
like, what do you call it? Like, the statistics. Like, how do you think that affects people's minds individually? Because, like, you can say now that, like, yeah, a bunch of guys kill their girlfriends and some girlfriends kill their boyfriends.
Because they do.
Yeah. But, like, I believe you and whatever, but I don't really, like, take it into accountability, and then I'm like, I don't really worry, like, that's gonna happen, because I still feel like there's a low chance of me running into a girl that's gonna fucking murder me. But,
You're
you think,
right.
But do you think girls are, like, think about it differently, or it's like,
Oh, yeah.
they just make it fact, they're like, yes, okay, this is important, and then they just, like,
Yes, every single woman is literally like, this man might murder me.
damn.
Yes.
It's so fucking, like, how do you just live life? How do you
I
care,
don't know.
like-
It sucks to be a woman.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how they do it.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. Like, walking at night, walking down the sidewalk. I don't have anything to fucking worry about.
Yeah, I do it
I
all
mean-
the time.
I mean, a little bit, but there's a small chance. It's
Yeah.
much smaller than if
Yeah.
I'm a woman.
Like, all I gotta worry about is getting robbed.
Or getting in an Uber. Like,
Yeah.
getting in the car with a stranger. Yeah. Or just, like, being friends with a guy. That's gonna be dangerous enough.
Yeah.
Like, he seems nice, you hang out a few times, you go over to his place, suddenly he's on top of you. That happens a lot. It's usually, like, a lot of, like, most interpersonal violence is between people that know each other. It's not between strangers. That fear of, like, the dark alleyway or, like, someone at the party gonna spike your drink, like, that doesn't happen. No. It's, what happens is, what happens
know each
is,
other.
yeah, you're hanging out, you thought he was cool, but then, yeah, it's gonna be really hot, and you're gonna ask to come back inside.
Buckle.
Yeah, it's way too freaking hot, girl.
It is.
All right,
That's an hour.
yeah, I feel like we can just wrap this up.
We kind of died at the end, but we had some good conversations.
Well, there's a lot I can say about that subject because I actually like have researched it quite a bit, and like I went on a kick like with mass shooters. Like I did a bunch of research one time on them. A lot of them start with violence towards women, like before they commit a mass shooting. Like they'll test their violence out on a woman, and then like usually not long after that they'll commit something like the mass shooting or whatever. So yeah, like. Yeah.
Damn. So this happens often, like.
I'd say like a majority of mass shooters, like over 50%. They usually most of them like live with a woman, like their mother, or they live with an ex, or they have some roommate, and that's usually the first person that they target with violence, and then they'll go commit the mass shooting like really soon after that.
Damn.
Yeah. I don't know what point I was getting at, but the point is that like violence always like runs downhill. So like a lot of men like we like fantasize about like self-defense or maybe we're gonna fight some other guy or whatever, but that's not like men test their violence on the weakest nearby. So like children and women get it first. That's violence always goes downhill towards the most vulnerable. So that's why, like, as a man, I can walk down the street. I'm not really bothered. I'm usually not any kind of danger.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so it's like, like, I feel like people don't understand that statistically. Even when you say that like women get beat like way more than men, women get murdered by men way more than women murder. People still don't really process that, and I feel like it's like it always goes downhill. It's usually never like a bully never takes on someone that's as big as them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you always pick on someone smaller than you and weaker.
That's true. Yeah, it is a fucked up thing that happens a lot. I don't know, like, how that becomes. Like, what do you think motivates somebody to start being like that?
I don't know. I don't know.
Freedom to do it?
I think so. I think that I do believe in, like, blaming people for their choices. Like, I think that ultimately, like, people who commit, like, mass violence, like, that's what they wanted to do. Like, that's, it's not because of mental illness. It's because they have some kind of perverse thought that they wanted to do that, and I don't know how they got there. I don't know how they got to that point.
Yeah, I feel like it does happen a lot where people get prescribed with a lot of shit, and it's like, I don't know if that's true. Like, sometimes
Absolutely.
it is.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes it is, but it has to be, like, literally, like, something's wrong with, like, your brain chemical balance. Like,
Yeah, like there's like a physical, something physically is happening.
And if there's not,
but even then, I would still point to people like there are people with schizophrenia who do not commit acts of mass violence. There are tons of people with mental illness
that are just normal.
Yeah, they function without committing these so it's just not an explanation.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm agreeing with you. You're absolutely right. Like it happens in the media all the time. Like they'll just say they had this syndrome, they had this, and it's like, I don't even know if I believe that. I don't know if I believe even that at all.
Because and they use it as like an excuse sometimes, or I don't know. It also just makes the syndrome seem so much worse when people believe it.
Mm-hmm.
That's also a negative thing that fucking happens, because it's like, like you said, like, oh, this person has schizophrenia and murdered like fucking 40 people, but meanwhile there's like a bunch of people with schizophrenia.
Yeah, 1 out of 900. That 900 other people didn't do
and
that.
Then it makes it seem like, oh, because he has schizophrenia, he's gonna fucking kill people.
Right. Yeah.
But it's like,
it kind of makes people. I think it would kind of.
scary.
It would kind of make them not want to seek help.
Yeah.
Like that they would feel like they would be categorized as like something like that.
Actually, you know what I heard? I was on Reddit the other day, and I read something like that, but it was a pedophile confession.
Whoa.
And I was like, this seems interesting.
Okay.
So I read it, and what it basically was like this person admitting to being a pedophile, but they said they never did anything, like pedophile acts or whatever.
Right.
But they just said, like, they were just annoyed that they can't tell anybody about it because of how bad it makes them seem, even though that they want to seek help.
Even though they've never done, like they said they didn't do anything.
Yeah. It was like, there's nothing I can do about it. It's like,
yeah.
It's just something that I've been casted with. And then they were just like ranting on, like, the media and shitting on it for like making it impossible for somebody like that to be able to just have a normal life, or like come out to somebody, or have somebody to talk to about it.
Yeah, but also it's like, even if they could, like, the help that you can get for that is like, I don't know if we really know much about how to help that.
Exactly, because people just
like probably because of that. Probably, yeah. It's like You're right.
And there's probably
because for a long time I think it was just like castration, chemical castration, or like something to like remove sexuality from that person, which is not good.
Yeah,
like
that would just be like a shitty person.
I mean, you can do chemical one that like it doesn't. It can be reversible. If you do chemical castration, it's you just like take a pill once a month or something like that, and it just keeps you without like any sexuality basically. That's the only thing I know that like they could possibly. That's the only treatment I know of.
Okay.
Or work at an old folks home? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, that would definitely just burn. Ah, damn. Now I'm thinking about Ricky.
Okay.
He said some shit that relates to that whole chemical castration thing.
Oh, did he tell you about a guy that he knew?
No.
Oh, okay. Anyway.
I don't think I can talk about it because it's like.
Yeah, I feel like information,
Yeah.
personal information. We should probably leave it there. We kind of got like on a down note.
Yeah.
The last part, but this got cool. It's cool.
I mean, that's alright.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about everything now.
Yeah. Maybe we can. We could just say bye for now, and then maybe we can record like again.
Alright.
But I'm gonna turn the AC on. And bye.